You want to know how to become a trusted voice as a healthcare professional on social media? Well, you've come to the right place. Let's talk about it here today. Hi guys, welcome back to RTs Share Tea, where respiratory therapists live out loud. With me, your host, Linda Fry, the Asthma Lady. Yes, welcome everyone, welcome to anyone new, and we are still high off of Nixon 5. Yes. The sky remains blue and orange. All right. So if you guys follow me on social media, you've been seeing my pics, my work pics, of me celebrating that the facts that we are champions here in New York City. Yes. All right. But let me not, rub that in y'all faces for those of y'all who just don't understand after waiting 53 years. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about how to be a trusted voice as a healthcare professional on social media. Now, why should you be on social media, right? Why should you be that trusted voice? Know that the average everyday person right now is using social media as a search engine. Okay, so what that means is most of these social media platforms in the beginning were used mainly for entertainment. All right, so just to, pass the time. Now we are finding that social media platforms like TikTok and, Instagram and, all these other platforms are really being used to search for things that people are looking for, like information about things. And yes, that includes health information, right? Which is scary because that means anybody that's popular can say something, give a recommendation, give a tip, give advice in regards to healthcare, health well-being, and they don't have to have any type of credentials at all, which is scary. So this is why I find it very necessary for those of us in the healthcare space, us, respiratory therapists, nurses, PAs, doctors, and everything under the sun, why it's important for us to be on social media, because that's where a lot of people are. And this is a good place to offset misinformation and bust myths. For those of us that are using our voice to help patients, we want it so that it's easy for patients to find us, right? So when they have to ask questions, they need to find more information, that they can come to us. And if we don't have the answers, we can still be like, okay, we know where you can go to a trusted, credible resource to get further information. All right, here are 3 simple things you need to become a trusted voice as a healthcare worker on social media. The first thing you need is self-awareness. Yes. You have to know thyself. Yes, because what ends up happening is sometimes when people throw on the camera or they're posting, people can tell when you don't really communicate like that, when you don't really talk like that. You don't really represent yourself like that in real time, in real space, when you're outside or whatever. People can tell when you're not being you. So self-awareness is everything in this space. So what that means is get to know yourself. Okay, know how you really feel, how you talk, and use this to communicate to others online, on social media, on these platforms, because it's not a good way to start off. So just be yourself, and this is what attract people to you. After self-awareness, we have self-validation. Yes, being able to clap for yourself, right? Whenever you do something that you said you were going to do and you actually did it. So things like posting, putting out your content out there, and no matter if people love it or if they are engaging with it, you're still putting it out there, because eventually the right eyeballs will see this content, and you will be helping the intended eyes. So you have to know what your intentions are. But with that being said, self-validation comes with you being able to clap for yourself, right? Even when people are not clapping for you. All right, so this helping you with being consistent. You want to make sure that you are consistently being yourself, being present in the space, knowing what your intentions are, and just being that constant voice, right? And this is how people will trust you, because you are continuously showing up as yourself. And whether people clap for you or not, you continue to do this. So yes, so we have self-awareness and we have self-validation. Oh yes, now we have the third thing. After self-awareness, after self-validation, we have self-confidence, right? So when you speak about a topic or you are presenting things, you want it to come from a place of self-confidence, right? Where you feel confident about what you're putting out. And what I tell people is to start even before the confidence is there and strong, and the reason why I say that is because when you say you're going to do something and you actually do it, that's when self-confidence starts to show up. Yeah, so it really shows up brick by brick. As you're laying the bricks down, your self-confidence will go up, and you will be able to speak from a place of self-confidence. And this is another thing that attracts people to you, right? That attracts patients to you, that makes people trust you, right? So all of these things work together. And as a self-confidence person, you can, within your content, within your posting, you can be such a great teacher. Yes. So teaching people. So when you're putting out the content, you're also teaching someone something and being that trusted voice in the healthcare space. Once again, people are looking for this information, right? So as the asthma lady, I put out content and information about asthma self-management, right? About asthma education. And I am very confident in this space because I actually do it in real time. This is what I do, as a respiratory therapist. So I can confidently talk about the topic in several different ways, and I use several different vehicles of communication to do this, right? I podcast, I'm on social media, I'm also, I have written books, and I'm also outside. I speak to everyday people in regards to this topic. So yes, we have self-awareness, we have self-validation, we have self-confidence. These three things, 3 fingers, right? These 3 things are gold when it comes to being that trusted voice, right? And just being all around enthusiastic about what you do, being passionate, all of that really does help you be that trusted voice. Oh, and we can't forget to be empathetic as well, right? Because once again, people are searching for information, and you don't want to just be that person that is like, ooh, I know everything and you should too. It's like you want to start from a place of empathy. All right, guys. So yes, be a part of the conversation. Let me know if I left anything out. Have you dabbled your toes in the social media waters and you're like, not for me, I don't get it, or I don't know what to do, or I'm just scared to start? Let me know. Hit me up, chime in on the convo, and let me know if you want to hear more conversations like this. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode and past episodes and you gained anything from it, thank you so much. Please consider contributing to our digital tip jar. buymeacoffee.com/theasthmalady. Yes, and helping us continuously fight against asthma disparities. I'm going to thank you in advance. Well, guys, know that we are growing together. We are here on most podcast platforms on Wednesdays, and we are on YouTube on Thursdays, except for when I'm on vacation. All right, guys, there is so much more to come. I'll see you next time. Bye.